Good morning. Today is March 4th, Monday, and I am in San Raimundo, Guatemala. And I'm actually up on the roof, once again, reflecting a little bit on the beginning of my 7th trip to Guatemala. I arrived here yesterday, and this is my first Team Casas trip. And basically with a Team Casas trip, there's a lot of people who are just coming from all over the place. I hadn't met any of the people before I arrived here. So spent a little bit of time getting to know some people yesterday, and I'm sure today as we get going, I'll have an opportunity to get to know them on a deeper level. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see what's around here from this angle. I'll probably try to get other angles later in my trip. Actually, maybe I won't. I'm not sure that will work. Anyway, just wanted to share a little bit of my reflections from what I've experienced so far. So Saturday, the excitement had been building. I was really excited about coming to Guatemala, coming back. I haven't been back since 2019. So it was exciting for me to think about the prospect of coming back here. And for those of you who don't know, this is somewhat the celebration of my 50th birthday. Now, if you're doing the math, some people may think I'm 29, but I actually turned 52 in December. And so I'm a couple of years late on cashing in on my 50-year birthday gift that Leanne had really encouraged me to do. So I'm here now and excited to be back. So Saturday was a day of spending the morning packing and kind of putting a bow on things, so to speak, at home before my departure. Saturday afternoon, Leanne and I actually drove down to the city for a show at the Walnut Street Theater. We're subscribers there, and it was a great opportunity to just laugh and to enjoy spending time together. The show was Groucho, a live musical review. I'm probably not getting that title completely right, but it was funny, it was entertaining. It was good to be together. We ended up going out to dinner at an Irish pub just up the street on Walnut Street from the theater. And then we drove home in the rain. It was a rainy day, Saturday, and arrived home around 6:30 or 6:45 at night. And I had already booked a hotel room down at the airport because my flight on Sunday morning was at 5:15 in the morning. So I finished up my last minute packing when we got home. I said goodbye to Leanne, and I drove back down to the city, to the southern part of the city where the airport and the hotel was. That gave me the opportunity to connect with my dad. On the drive down, I called Dad and had the chance to talk to him. And for those of you who may or may not know, my dad's been kind of dealing with the challenges of aging, but also the challenges of my mom's Alzheimer's and just the nature of that. So we talked a bit about that. We talked about some other things. I always enjoy connecting with my dad. Then I got to the hotel and I finished off my steps. I still needed a few steps to get my 10,000 steps for the day. And then I did my best to try to go to sleep. I might have slept a little bit, but not a whole lot. I ended up getting up around 2 o'clock. Actually, I think it was a little bit before that on Sunday morning. And I got myself ready and made it down in time for the shuttle. We were supposed to be down there about 10 to 3. Made it in time for the shuttle over to the airport. And all in all, my experience at the Philadelphia airport went pretty smoothly. I made it through check-in and security pretty well. I took a little bit of time to walk through the airport, picked up a mask and a granola bar or something to eat. It was just the mask. I just figured it was probably safe for me to wear it on the airplane. That's the only time I've worn it. But and then the granola bar was just to give me a little bit of energy for the day. So I did that, and then our flight was off on time to Miami. And I flew. When we got to Miami, we actually got in a little bit early, I believe, and had a chance to walk around terminals E and D for a while. And I caught up with Leanne before she left for church. I had a chance to have, I had an empanada, and I'm trying to think of what else I had. Got a decaf coffee, so that might have been my last decaf coffee before I get back to the States. But at any rate, trip was good, or the Miami airport went well. I ended up watching most of our church service at home from the airport, so I got to catch the sermon and some of the music, which was really good to connect with my home church, Christ Church of the Valley, while being away. Got on the plane to Guatemala City from Miami, and again, that flight was pretty uneventful. Landed in Guatemala City, and it was so good to be back in this country that I've come to love. The airport had changed a little bit. I'm not sure if they're going through some construction or if I just missed out on some of the changes that they've made over the last 4.5 years since my last trip here. But ended up getting out of customs. I exchanged money and found the cafeteria or the cafe where I was supposed to meet somebody from Casas, and ended up ordering a pizza and a drink, and waited for the rest of the people who I was going to be traveling back to San Raimundo with. So got on a bus with the folks from a church in Indiana. They were here doing a house build and a few other things. I think a dental and medical and maybe some other stuff they're doing here. They're staying at the Hacienda, which is the first place I stayed at when I stayed in San Raimundo for the first time. And we ended up navigating through Guatemala City and then up to San Raimundo. The traffic, as always, was fun. It took about an hour and a half to get from the airport up here to San Raimundo, and they dropped me off at the Morning Glory, and this is my first time staying at the Morning Glory residence, or whatever you want to call it. And it's cool. They have a rooftop here that I'm able to climb up on and do these reflections here. So I'm hoping to do this every day while I can. We walked around. I took the time before the bigger group coming to Morning Glory arrived to walk around San Raimundo. Got to walk around the square, got to walk around the market. My first venture out was with Wilmer, who I think I'm going to be building with this week. He's a Casas employee who actually is here from San Raimundo here. So I'm looking forward to that. Spent some time talking to some other Casas employees and former interns. And then we walked around the square of San Raimundo again. And then other people started showing up, and I just had the chance to connect. Eventually had dinner, which dinner consisted of chicken and rice and jello and some vegetables. There was a red sauce that went over the chicken. All in all, pretty good. Sleep last night was okay. After not sleeping a whole lot the night before, it was good to get some sleep. I know I was probably a little bit restless, but I think I did better than I was expecting. I was up early. You probably can hear the roosters. They're crowing. And anyway, I'm looking forward to today. Today we will drive to the job site. It's going to take about an hour from what I'm told to get to the job site from here. And we will begin the foundation work associated with building this house. So there will be 3 houses built this week. One by the church from Indiana, one by a church from South Dakota, and then one by the group of Team Casas, this miscellaneous group of people that I'll be part of. So I should get to meet the family that we're building for today. I'll have more to tell you in my next reflection moment about them and about the building experience. Just some reflections that I want to make sure I'm thinking about and documenting as I share these rooftop reflections, whether anybody watches them or not. Life has been pretty busy for me at home, and honestly, in those busy moments, sometimes it can be a real challenge for us to stop, to slow down, to reflect, to be thankful, to rest and to be restored. And I find that even this morning, I woke up with a bit of a headache and, probably still have a bit of brain fog from the sleepless nights and the travel and the meeting a bunch of new people. So my prayer and my reflections today, as I think, is really this. I'm hoping that this trip will provide an opportunity for me to decompress, to clear my mind, to reground myself, and obviously I want to make a difference. Obviously, I want to help the family that we're building for, but I also want to use this trip to reset me. So more on that as we go through the week. But thanks for chiming in. Hopefully you've enjoyed hearing some of my thoughts and maybe some of the sounds in the area. The roosters are crowing. I'm starting to hear some vehicles moving in the community. And as I said before, it's good to be back in Guatemala. Have a great day. Happy Monday.